Yo, what up gang, Arie here and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be reacting to a video titled 50K in one day clothing brand marketing strategy revealed. This is a video by a YouTube channel called World Invasion Clothing Company. That's actually their brand, so it's kind of interesting. They make videos about their brand and also teach people how to grow a brand. It's actually pretty dope. So today we're just going to unpack this video and see what we can learn together. So at the end, make sure you drop a comment if you learned something. I know I'm probably going to learn a couple of things from this that I can apply to my businesses. And without further ado, let's get right into the video.
How y'all doing, baby? It's Marlon Watts, CEO and co-owner of World Invasion. And you see it here first. Right now, Memorial Day sale went crazy. Once again, it went crazy, man. We did $54,000 in a day. One day, 24 hours. And man, right now we're gonna take y'all and we're gonna show y'all a little bit of the process of what we meaning by making your dream a reality. Right now, look at this. You see it here first. We got the people getting it in, we shipping out the packages, production going on, customers.
Yo, that's a big ass warehouse, damn. And that was a lot of fucking orders. Wow.
And once again, we just want to say thank you, man.
You know, when it comes to online stores, it's easy to see those sorts of numbers, but it's really hard to actually visualize what that would look like. So looking at all those stacks of orders was pretty crazy, actually.
Keep following us along this journey. Started this thing with 12 shirts and $120, and
yes sir,
now we created this apparel empire, and we just hit give y'all the knowledge, give y'all the tools that we want you to trust in your vision, believe in yourself, and know that you can actually make something happen. How y'all doing? We back with another one. Is Marlon Watts, and man, Memorial Day went crazy. Sales went crazy. So man, we just decided, no script, no nothing. We needed to hop on the podcast and just talk about it, man. We appreciate all our followers, all our supporters, all our subscribers, our VIP list. Thank you. You went crazy. And man, let's just talk about it, man. We did what, $54,000 in not even 24 hours, but basically that day, Memorial Day. And with the support of you guys, it was crazy. And we got Nadia, we got Edwin here to kind of just talk about how it was during that day, how it was leading up to that day. We got Nicholas here to talk about the marketing towards that day. And then yeah, we just wanted to hop on this podcast.
We just wanted to just be transparent and just show y'all how just crazy people just been supporting the brand. And we just want to share this because there's people out there that's watching this video that's trying to grow their company, and just want to give y'all real motivation and like real just receipts on just like we really started this brand with nothing, 12 shirts
and $120.
We went from going from making $1,000 a month to $10,000 a month to doing 55K, 54K in one day. That's crazy, bro. So I wanted to come here today just to share this and
say
just
thank you for one.
Say thank y'all. And just show you and tell you how you could do it also. So we're gonna dive straight into it.
Yo, that's exciting. Honestly, it's crazy to hear when people say things like, I started this brand, this like 50K a day brand with only 120 bucks. That's insane. And that's the power of the internet. Literally removes all boundaries. I love that. It's so exciting. I'm really hyped to hear what they gotta say.
I'm gonna make sure Luke put a snapshot of the dashboard from Shopify on the video.
Yep.
So y'all can see we not playing. This is not clickbait. This is real deal. We really getting it in. You see us in the warehouse right now. We live. We switched up the view. Make sure y'all let us know if y'all like this view. Hit that subscribe button right now, and let's get into it. Let's get into it.
And I guess I'll just get it started on. I mean, I remember we call it, I guess, the war room now, and just
said the war room.
The war room. That's definitely where we out here trying to make strategies and make plans to really become successful.
Facts.
And we started getting all these drops together. So about, I want to say a month to maybe almost 2 months. We took our trip to God is Dope. I would say that. Shout out to God is Dope. And it just, every time we go there, I think it just opened our eyes to new things, to where we need to be. Because,
they're talking about God is Dope, which is another apparel brand that's kind of similar to theirs. They're also like an aspirational brand, and they do a lot of t-shirt drops and stuff like that. I've actually heard about them, and I'm probably gonna make some videos on them as well, just to pass down the knowledge, multiply the reach here. But that's what they're talking about if some of y'all were confused.
They're doing what we want to do, and I mean, they were just so ahead of the game, and we told ourselves that if we trying to, you know, create a big brand, we're gonna have to get ahead of the game. And so it took us some months to. We slowed down. We didn't drop, I want to say, for 3 weeks, and we took that time to actually get things ahead. We wanted to be 3 months ahead, so we started planning out our drops for those 3 months. And now that we have, like, you know, it's not like we like thinking about what's the next thing. We already know what the next thing is, so we able to now push and market what we want it to be.
Right.
And leading up to the Memorial Day, the first 2 weeks sales wasn't the you know, the best or typical we would normally do.
Our goals are usually to beat last month.
Correct. And towards that last week, you know, we started to get those drops rolling, and then, you know, we had so much merchandise that it's like, hey, we haven't did a sale in forever since Black Friday. And it was like, hey, Memorial Day, you know, a lot of people do Memorial Day sales, so let's do a Memorial Day sale. So we ended up doing a Memorial Day sale. We were debating on, should we do it in the morning or the afternoon? And
should we do it for 30 minutes, an hour,
3 hours, the whole day? And so once we figured out that, was like, all right, let's be the first ones. Let's do it. Let's be the first ones to send out a text message, send out an email list. We sent it out early in the morning,
like 9 o'clock a.m.
I want to say just at the beginning, so like 2,000 people was on that. Out after sending that text message, and we had about 500 active cards, and I mean, we was just sitting back like, man, is it gonna do that? And man, we started already telling Nadia, like, hey, don't print any more orders for today. Let's just let's get all the orders that we do have out. Let's start getting everything prepared for the next day, so that we can get things rolling. So we're gonna go ahead and talk to Edwin and Nadia on just Edwin is our production manager. So
that's interesting though, how they're mentioning that they got already like what's next planned out already. I know this year I've been really diving into email marketing a lot, and I mean, clearly they just mentioned how powerful that is. They sent out an SMS blast to their text list, but also an email to their email list, and it instantly exploded sales for that day. And by the way, if you don't know anything about email marketing and you have a store that wants to do this sort of stuff, you're already making some good revenue, make sure you check out the email marketing agency I link in the description of my videos. That's my boy Jonathan's agency. I work with him personally, and I gotta say, he's probably got one of the dopest agencies I've ever seen. Agencies are definitely dangerous out here to work with because a lot of times they don't know what they're doing, but this guy is like on another level, so make sure you hit him up.
So just from the production side, how was the drop, making sure that we were getting everything in from the print shop to getting it counted to getting it sewn to put in the inventory so that it's already ready by the time that these people are actually ordering. And then with Nadia, thinking about, like, once we do have those orders in, how are we getting them out as fast as possible? How are we making sure that we don't have errors? How are we making sure that all of those things are getting taken care of, it, and that it does get to the print shop on, gets to the post office on time, and gets to the customer at an efficient rate. And then for Nick, just what was our thought processes on how we wanted to market it? What was our thought process on how did we push it? And how did we actually just make all these things happen? So we're gonna start with
big brother.
All right. I'll just say shout out to Nat, because honestly, she told me to just make sure I start thinking ahead. And once we start thinking ahead, a lot of things start moving forward.
Facts.
We already know we moved from the old HQ when we moved here, so things elevate a lot quicker. So we had to start thinking, like, even down from where we putting stuff for the count in, like, we didn't have enough room for nothing, so we had to start thinking earlier and start expanding it. So I just started making sure that the counters and everybody already was ahead on the count, so that the pinners and the cutter folders, everybody will already be ready for it. Because honestly, if you're not thinking ahead, you're already behind. So try to stay at least a month or weeks ahead. So
is that less stress now, since we got everything ready and it's organized and we ready to just push it out? Like, how different was it, weeks ago compared to now,
and actually getting it done as we drop?
I'll say honestly, as far as the organization is key, because without organization, you already behind.
Facts.
So I'll say once we start organizing everything, and communication is key down to what's coming in 5 months. Like we need to know that already, because like if you already if 3 people already told me, and it's like I didn't know it, that's one thing, but if I'm already knowing it, everything get reciprocated, it's a lot easier to already know what's going on, so I can have my team ready.
Yep.
That's that communication.
And what about you, Nat, on the fulfillment side and back end?
Talk to us, Nadia.
Being ahead is key, and organization, both of them. And then it's a different kind of stress. Like you can be stressed that something is not working, but you know you got time for it, and what it needs to be ready is already done.
Oh, that's a really good point, actually. Like being ahead not only is gonna be less stressful for the time you get to that point, because you know things are already done, but also if things go wrong, you have time to fix it. So that's why it's smart to plan ahead. I mean, sounds super simple because it is, but a lot of the times some of the best wisdom out there comes from the simplest things. So that's pretty dope.
Get together. So for fulfillment, you just having organized, making sure everybody knows what they gotta do from the beginning to the end. No mistakes, no time for doubting, no time for questions. Just get to it and start doing it, and nonstop.
Yep. And how was it, like, so I want to say we had about, 1,200 to 1,500 orders. And, well, what's the process on actually getting those orders out from when you coming in to getting it printed to getting it separated to actually moving?
And what time you come here in the morning for?
So basically I get here around 4:45, 4:40.
4:45 a.m., not p.m.
Yeah. And I start printing the orders, so they come at 6 and at 7. So they got it all already printed. There's no waiting for no orders. And they start ripping them. Some people ripping them, some other people start getting them, other people start double checking that the order is right, and another one packaging. So it's like a chain, so it never stops. So once they're done ripping the orders, then they go to the next station, will be packing. So you're just adding towards the end, and that just flows good.
And how many we able to ship out a day? And like how long did it take, like from, because we didn't start print orders till the following day, which was Tuesday. So how long did it take to get all Monday orders out?
1 day.
Just 1 day?
Yeah, we did it all in 1 day.
Facts.
Yeah, we
so what would you say would be our max capacity?
Yeah.
I say.
So we had 1,500 orders a day. Will we get behind?
Nah.
Okay.
Probably a little bit.
We'll make it work somehow where we'll not get behind. So right now, I know we can do 1,000 a day for sure. Like if we don't do 1,000 a day, I know we're slacking. So if we got 1,500, we gotta make it work towards is 1,500.
Facts.
Right.
Wow, she's a good manager. That's like the answer you want to hear right there. If she would have been kind of like, we would be a little behind, that's definitely not what you want to hear. So that's a good hire. I mean, it kind of makes me think about my team and, you know, how I want to continue to hire people and just the people you want to hire. And you definitely want to make sure that they're overachievers. Like, you know, she was so confident in the fact that she knew that they would make it work somehow. And personally, I love that. It's like those little things that I really notice sometimes.
Facts. I say, I talk about a little bit like how the back end of the marketing, how we did that. For one, like Marlon was saying, we didn't do a 30% off deal in like forever, because our shirts already $9.99.
Correct.
Hoodies $20. You know, our price is not high, but you know, people always looking to get a deal. If they could get something for $6, $7, they taking it. You know what I mean? So I feel like we've been talked about just doing everything that we always did all over again. And when I say that, having 30% off, having days where we do free teas, having days where we doing buy one get one free, like kind of combining our strategies, you know, all into one, instead of just doing one thing all the time. So I feel like that overload was just for one Memorial Day, people just at home on their phone waiting for just stuff to go on sale. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's always usually like that for holidays.
That's a good point, and not even just holidays. Like, a lot of people recommend that you do regular sales like every month or every 2 months. I mean, I'm not really a big fan of that strategy because I think it kind of devalues the brand a little bit. But Jeff Bezos said in an interview a while ago that I saw that 3 things that are never going to change in the e-commerce space and just in general. Or people love fast shipping. People love low prices, and I don't remember the third one, but those two are really important. So like a deal is always going to work because people are always trying to get a cheaper price for whatever product it is you're selling. So that's actually why it's a good idea even to start low when it comes to pricing your products and work your way up, as opposed to work your way down from a high price. Always smarter to do that. So that kind of was emphasized by what he said.
So if you're watching this video and you got a brand, do a sale on the holiday. That's a big one. But I say for one, people was at home, and for two, we haven't did the 30% off in a long time. So we just really wanted to test it out. We honestly didn't even know it was gonna do that well because like we have a lot of merchandise, but we don't have that much stuff. So I feel like people was just on that, just buying anything that they could buy because it was probably the best deal that we ever had in
a long time,
since Black Friday. You see what I'm saying? So like Mar was saying, in the morning we was gonna send it out at night, but we were just like, man, why not just get it started? And I'm kind of thinking that, you know, sending out emails and texts in the morning may be better because it just give that person the whole day you know, to shop with us. So you know, sometimes when you send it at night, I'm not gonna say people be asleep because people be up, but they probably be drained from the day and just don't even, they probably did all the shopping they could do. You get what I'm trying to say? Like in the morning, it's like it's a fresh day, you get to start spending your money. So when you wait all the way to the end of the day, it's like you probably don't want to spend no money. So we sent out the text in the morning, went crazy.
That's a really good point, actually. And I noticed that Jonathan always sends out his emails early in the morning, and maybe that has something to do with it. That's actually really interesting. And that's a good point in general. I mean, that's why I like to schedule my videos in the morning as well. Like I like to give it all day to get some views and get people an opportunity to watch it throughout the day, as opposed to later in the day when they're like drained, trying to go to bed. So that's a really good point.
Sent out the email in the morning. We also got the push notifications. And then we did some back-end Facebook ads. So it's been a little bit different on how we run Facebook ads just because of the new update. But it's still been working pretty good. Like especially with the whole drop thing, how we dropping on Wednesdays and Saturdays. I think the ads started to actually work better by us being consistent and coming with content on the daily,
having fresh content,
having fresh drops. That was just that domino effect, bro. So I feel like we ain't even spend, I feel like off the 54,000 in sales, we probably only spent like 3,500 in marketing at max, which is good. I mean,
damn, that's almost that's more than a 10x return on ad spend. He's talking about Facebook ads too, so that's pretty crazy. And something you just mentioned that I think is a good golden nugget is they're dropping new content on Facebook every day. That's pretty insane. I'm sure this is what like $100 million brands are doing. So that's something that's really interesting to point out. And I honestly do think that the key to Facebook ads is not a strategy. It's not like how many ad sets you're running, how much budget you're running. It's how much content you're testing and putting out there. So that kind of emphasizes to me that thought that I already had and something that I already kind of have been thinking about for a while. So that's pretty dope. I'm gonna start testing things like every day.
Because it came from our customers.
Yeah, our customers. It came from our customers, and that's probably when you promoting to your customers, like sending an email or text, that's way cheaper than Facebook ads. So it's just like our main goal is to acquire a customer, get them in our database, and just remarket to them.
Yep.
But I say that's really the general basics of what we did. And like I said, we just looking forward to just doing, adding more things throughout the summer. Maybe do a buy one get one free shirt. Maybe do, just something where it's still similar to a sale, but it's just worded in a different way. You know what I mean? It's still a good deal, but it's just worded in a different way.
Yep. But and I say last, once we're able to start doing it now, if probably by the time we post this video, we already posted the content for the Memorial Day. So once y'all seeing this, you have to go on our Instagram and check out the reel that we created for our Memorial Day sale, and we were able to do that with the help and using, being able to put out our message and being transparent. now that we actually had those sales, and I think we talked about it in one of our older videos where we were able to have all these packages and to show people that we did this and that we making it happen makes people support you even more. You know what I mean? And you have to still promote your brand. I think that's a lot of things that people don't take into consideration, that they are so focused on the actual product. Like a lot of people during the Memorial Day, they would have been still kind of worried about what am I dropping instead of worrying about how you dropping it.
Yeah, we was already ready. We was
already prepared.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, an offer is extremely important. I think, if not as important as the product you're dropping, like you said. I mean, a lot of people are worried about what product am I actually going to launch, but instead you could start thinking about what offer am I going to launch, and that way, you know, you have basically an endless amount of opportunities to engage your customer in a different way. I mean, that's what the other guy was mentioning too. Like, there might come out this summer with some like buy one get one free deals and stuff like that, and that's really smart. So yeah, love what they're doing. That's really a good point.
So we was able to just focus on how we wanted to put it out there, and then once we put it out there, we able to already be ready to create content around that to put out again. So now people that already ordered from Memorial Day, they may have seen that video and was like, I'm going to order again.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
So man,
and we learned that. We also learned a lot from going up there talking to Jay and Tori. We just posted that one, and in that, I mean, you have to do that internal marketing, you know, to your customers, because they definitely will forget about you.
Yep.
So it's just like, I mean, it's either if you don't market them, they're not gonna buy none, and if you market them and they don't buy none, at least you tried. I mean, either way it go, like, you still have the potential to get a sale if you do some type of marketing to your customers.
Correct.
So definitely don't be afraid to you know, blast some emails here and there on a weekly basis, blast some texts, post some content,
use your customers, like build that customer base, and you know, put out content to those people, because ultimately they signed up for your email list or for your text message list, so they want to receive that information from your brand.
Facts.
And I mean, once again, we just came to do this and to show you that it's possible and that you can actually do it. I think a lot of people, they haven't met a lot of people that watch our podcasts have brands and or want to create a brand, and we just here to show you that we are doing it. It actually is possible. I mean, we're not saying that just because you do everything that we say that is gonna work for you. You know, it's gonna still take for you to really figure it out, for you to add your own sauce to it. It's gonna still take for you to do some more out of the box things than what we doing. Like, this worked for us, and we also sharing things that we already did. So it's gonna always be new things to come, and just staying involved with those trends. But right now, the most important thing that you should get from this video is that you need to start getting an email, text message list. You need to start building up your customers, because from what you just said, we basically, even with our even with us marketing, our loyal, you know, customers, our loyal fans, our loyal supporters actually made that happen.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So that was
like 75% of the people who bought. Only about 20-25% of people was like first time buyers.
Right.
Most of the people who bought was people who was already buying from us.
Yep. And so this was like a compound effect. This was us doing a great job in production, doing a great job in fulfillment, constantly, time after time. Because what we're saying is, most of the people that bought to help us create this huge sale opportunity bought from us before.
Facts.
So they wasn't hesitant to order again. Facts. And that's because we are, you know, delivering great service, delivering quality product, delivering an impactful message for people. And
we stand on our product.
And we started this with 12 shirts and $120. And
man, shout out to the squad. We wrapping it up?
Yeah, we wrapping it up.
Shout out to Nadia, shout out to Edwin, and shout out to the squad.
Shout out to the squad.
You see him putting in that work. You see him putting in that work.
Hey, thank you, everybody out there. We appreciate you. We
stay
back
ready,
in
so
Ruston.
You don't have to get ready.
Shout out to Louisiana Tech. Shout out to Tech football. Ready for the football season to get it started and popping, baby. We out of here.
Out of here.
Talk to me.
Damn. I'm gonna drop him a like. Yo, so go check out World Invasion Clothing Company. Their YouTube channel is pretty dope. We'll definitely be watching some more of those videos in the future. I definitely got a lot of insight from this video right here, and a lot of things that I'm literally gonna apply as soon as I get done recording this video. But man, let me know what you guys learned from this. Let me know if you liked it, if you like this video, if you like this content. I mean, I really love making this content because it's like I wouldn't watch this video by myself regardless. So it's kind of dope to be able to watch it on camera and then, you know, spread it to the world, spread it to my audience, and just multiply the reach and learn while I do it. It's like honestly a win-win situation for everybody, and I have a great time. I almost feel like I was there with them. So it's kind of dope. But with that said, I hope you enjoyed it. Again, make sure that you check out all the links in the description. Drop me a comment, drop me a like, subscribe to the channel if you love the vibes, and that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Nike's on my feet, keep my cipher.